Hi, I'm without a producer today, so I've had to have the dog open the class. Hi, Edie. Yes, so I'm no producer. He has to be out and about in the world with his mask on. But the dog, yes, the dog was first because I had to be behind the camera, which I rarely am. But today, I know I'm gonna have to try to now get him out of the shot with his chew stick. So there's that. So welcome to, let me start my timer because when I'm without a producer, I'm not on top of it because I can't wear all the hats. So today we're doing barefoot cardio conditioning, which is just as it sounds, barefoot. I would definitely not recommend shoes for this. If you're on something that is not kind to your feet, then obviously wear shoes. So I have him mesmerized with this. So hi Jane. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a warm up. I'm gonna do a lot of upper body stabilization in the warm up. And then we'll move right into cardio drills. We'll do 4 that I'm gonna sort of be timed. I'm gonna try to do like 90 seconds to 2 minutes each interval. And then after those 4, then we'll move in to just sort of interval, recover until we go to the floor for core and stretch. So I would recommend having a towel nearby. I'm not gonna use the towel for core or anything, but this one is gonna be extra sweaty. I always recommend a beverage. I'm having water, always in a wine glass. Hopefully the dog doesn't drink out of it. If you have any sort of injury, know that I teach everything in in layers. So I build it up. So if you are working with any sort of injury, please feel free to just do the first, maybe the second level. And if you've seen a doctor for an injury, please make sure you're cleared to do this so that you don't get hurt, because that will not, hi Steve, that would not be good. If you've not, the dog is blocking it, but if you've not yet gone to my YouTube channel, please go and subscribe. The link to the YouTube channel is in my Instagram bio, and then also you could just go into YouTube and put in Deb Craver Fitness. And please tell a friend, that playback is much better than the playback on Instagram. So that's why I'm using it, and then at some point I would love to go live from there. Today in between, before this and after this, I'm doing a virtual fitness conference, and I was watching one of the workshops, and one of the things they said to not do when you are doing a virtual class, they were talking about your space and your lighting and your tech, and they specifically said don't have animals wandering in and out of the screen. Well, my animal is gonna wander in and out of the screen because I don't have a producer to keep him out today. So I'm breaking a rule already. Big surprise, me breaking a rule. Who'd have thought? So there it is. Thank you to everybody who's been able to put a donation into my Venmo or PayPal. I do really appreciate it. And you know, I think I'm just gonna call the dog part of my brand. You know, I think he's just part of my set. So it's just how I'm gonna do it. All right, so I think I've said everything I need to say. Look at him, look at this stick. What? All right, so let me get him out of the shot. You don't need any equipment today, 0 equipment. If you have a mat, that is a definite added bonus. I know, right? I think he is very photogenic and very, it's just when there's like a delivery comes, he gets a little rambunctious, but what are you gonna do? So if you have a mat, that'd be great. If you don't have a mat, please order yourself one because the gyms aren't open anytime soon. So let's just be here working out. All right, so his bed is over this way. So I'm gonna see if I can get him to go. So we're gonna start wide, hips underneath your shoulders, toes out to the corners, and sink your hips. I'm gonna toss this over there and see if he goes. Ready? Go. Jackpot. All right. Lace your fingers, press your palms towards me, and just hold your little pulse. I guess he just grabbed his stick and then he brought it into this space. Well, what are you gonna do? Give me a little pulse here. 3, 2, and hold. Now try to lift your heels up. Just try to balance your hips underneath your shoulders, shoulders down and back, breathing all the way in and out. And then bring your palms up towards the ceiling. Then lower your heels, wiggle your toes, straighten your legs by pressing down, toes towards me, and hands on your legs. You'll round your back up and then release. So when you round up, you actively separate your shoulder blades. Again, round up for 2, release. Same thing, round all the way up. Feet under your hips, both arms up, forward fold. Either grab your elbows or let your hands fall to the floor. Whichever position works better for you. Either way, try to straighten your left leg and bend your right knee so that you're sitting into your left hip. All of your toes can wiggle here. And then change sides, straighten your right leg and bend your left knee, sitting into your right hip. Breathing all the way in and out. You can wiggle all of your toes. And then bend both knees, lift your tailbone up, unroll in 4, 3, 2, both arms come up together, forward fold, tailbone lifts, unroll, 3, 2, let's do it again, both arms come up, forward fold, tailbone lifts, unroll, 3, 2, take your right arm, reach up and over, knees are slightly bent, over to your left, forward fold, left arm to the right and up. Let's go the other way, over to your right, forward fold, and over to your left, shoulders down and back, 4 more. So 4, 3, we're gonna do that circle reach again. So right arm up, fold, around, other way, over, fold, and up. Both arms come up. Inhale, reach up. This time, bend both knees far enough to get your hands on the floor and step your feet back to a downward facing dog. Your palms pressing into the floor. There must be somebody outside. I hear a low growl in the dog's voice. Press your heels into the floor, pressing your chest through your shoulders. Then lower your hips to plank. This can be any plank. Hands underneath your shoulders. Maybe your knees are on the floor. Either way, squeezing underneath your armpits. From either plank, lift back up to a down dog here. 2 counts to lower your hips for 2 and up. Again, lower for 2 and lift. Breathing all the way in and out. Once more, lower for 2. You'll hold your down dog. Maybe give it a little pedal, 1 heel at a time. I'm gonna give the music a little bump. All right, so maybe it's 1 heel, or maybe it's both heels together. Either way, lower your hips to plank. You can stay right here or lower your knees. If you're not on your knees, you have an option to rock forward and back. If you're on your knees, your next progression is gonna be to lift your knees up off the floor. Breathing in and out. And hold any plank. From any plank, lift your tailbone back up to a down dog. And then shift your weight over to your right hand and foot and bring your left leg up until you can feel the stretch behind your right leg. You have an option to stay right here or bend your left knee and open your left hip. And from here, if you bent and rotated and opened your hip, you'll straighten back out to a down dog split where you can stay or you can lower your hips, bringing your knee in to your right elbow. Then over your left elbow and back up. So that's our pattern. You can wait here in your down dog split, or you can come with me, lower your hips to the right elbow, left, back up. Let's do it again. To the right elbow, left elbow, back up. 1 more time. Lower to the right, left, And everybody's in a down dog split. Both feet to the floor. Down dog in the center. Then shift your weight over to your left hand and foot and bring your right leg up to a down dog split. So you can stay right here or bend your right knee and open your right hip. If you took the bend and rotation, straighten back out to your down dog split where you can stay, or you can lower your hips, bringing your knee to your left elbow, then to your right, and back up. So that's your pattern. You choose what you want to do. Maybe come with me, lower down to the left, right, back up. Let's do it again. Lower to your left, to your right, and back up. Once more, if you're coming with me, to your left, to your right, and back up. Alrighty. Both feet to the floor, down dog in the center. Let's lower our hips to plank. You can stay right here or work from your knees down. Either way, right foot next to your right hand. Remember, your back knee can be on the floor at any point. Your right toes can wiggle. Maybe you touch your knee. Maybe you reach up to the ceiling. If you were reaching up, both hands come back to the floor. Engage your core. Step back to plank. Try it on the other side. Step forward. Maybe your back knee finds the floor. Either way, your toes can wiggle. Maybe touch your left knee. Maybe you reach your fingertips to the ceiling. If you took the reach, both hands come back to the floor. Engage your core. Step back to plank. That's our pattern. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders. Right leg, step. Reach or touch your knee to plank. Left. Reach or touch your knee. Again, step. Reach. Breathing in and out. One more time, each side. Step. Reach. One more. And then hold any plank here. If your knees are up, now is the time to put them down. Release your feet and take your hips back to your heels to child's pose here. Then we'll round up to a modified plank. Hands underneath your shoulders. Stay here or take a little bend or a little further into your elbows. If your elbows are bent, straighten them up and hips to your heels. So that's our pattern. The amount your elbows bend will determine how much resistance you get. So you decide. Here we go. Round up and either hold or bend and child's pose. Round up. Hold or bend. Again, round up. Hold or bend. Same thing. Can be small or big. Up to you. We'll do a couple more. Same thing, round up, press. This time, come all the way down. Keep your hands to the side of your chest. Right leg lifts up from the hip and left. So this is your move. You can stay right here or you can press up and rotate back behind you. One more. Then press your chest up, press it up, hips to your heels, child's pose. From here, round up to a modified plank. Tuck your toes, press down, and find your down dog. And lower your knees, release your feet, and child's pose. That's our pattern. We'll make it flow, round up to modified plank. Tuck your toes, down dog right here, and lower, child's pose. Let's do it again. Round up for 2, press down for 2. One more time. Round up in 1, 2, press down. This time, modified plank and hold it there. Hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes. Try to lift your knees. If you're already up onto your knees, shift your weight a little bit to your left hand and foot. Pick your right knee up and cross it underneath and hold here. Hold. Try to bend your elbows a little bit. Then straighten them up. If you're here with me, with your leg across underneath you, try to open up your left arm finding sort of a side plank, just sort of a little triangle pose with your legs. If you took the arm up, bring it right back down underneath your shoulders, engage your core, step back to the center. Now shift your weight to your right hand and foot. Remember, you can always put your knees down. If you're ready, bring your left knee into the chest, extend it underneath your right side. You can stay here, or take a little bend in the elbows, and then straighten. If you're ready, rotate and extend your right arm up to the ceiling, so legs are split apart. Left hand underneath your left shoulder. If you're here with me, bring your right hand back to the center, underneath your shoulders, engage your core, step back. Hi, Susie knees. How's it going? And lift your tailbone up to a down dog. Are you guys ready? We're gonna start our first interval. Lower your hips to plank. You can hold here or lower your knees to the floor. But to do the knee in, you gotta have your knees up. So maybe in to plank, right to plank. You can work in this tempo or make it faster, in. Maybe you run it. Up to you. Let's do 8, 7, 6, final 4, 3, hold any plank. Lift your tailbone up to a down dog and walk your feet up towards your hands. We're not done with that. Lift your tailbone up, slowly unroll. At the top, arms up, palms together. So we're gonna go back into that plank. Maybe turns in. I know, yes, the dog does look lazy. There's gotta be some pose. Lazy dog, I don't know, you tell me. But yes, I'm just happy that he's just sitting there and not being disruptive since I'm without a producer. Both arms come up, bend both knees, hands to the floor, step back, find any plank. Remember, at any point, you're welcome to put your knees on the floor. Either way, hands underneath your shoulders. Maybe your left knee comes in to plank. Right, maybe slightly faster. My producer has walked in and is gonna check my work to see if I set up a shot. Maybe you go slightly faster here, in. Maybe you're holding a plank. Maybe you're going slower than I am. All good. Let's do it in 4, 3, 2, hold your plank. Tailbone lifts up. Down dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Tailbone lifts up. Unroll. Both arms come up. Palms together. Find your squat, recover. We're doing that one more time in the climber. Yes, my producer, who is not in his pajamas today because he had to go in the outside world and work his side hustle. 2 more. Both arms come up. Inhale, reach up. Bend both knees. Hands to the floor. Step back. Find any plank. Maybe your knee comes in to plank. Right to plank. You're welcome to work at this tempo or slightly faster. In. Maybe you run it out. Either way, you're breathing all the way in and all the way out. 8 more of any level. 8, 7. Keep your core engaged. 3, 2, hold your plank. Tailbone lifts up. Down dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Forward fold. Your tailbone lifts up. Unroll in 4, 3, shoulders down and back, palms together. All right, you wanna make sure, what do you say? It's hard to test this much. Wait, okay, yes it is. Well, Susie, you're not really, are you really doing them? Shoulders down and back. You wanna make sure you have room on either side. Left leg steps out, just step. Together, to the right. Together, this is your move, this is your first move. Arms go down. together, sink. Push against the floor to come up. Easy enough. Let's do 4. Press. 3, 2, and parallel squat. So keep that one in your head. While you're here, touch your knees, knuckles up. Easy enough. 2 more. We're gonna put it together. Left leg steps out and sink your hips, sink. Together, sink. 2 more. Feet parallel squat and touch your knees. 2 more. Left leg, step out, sink and reach down. Together. 2 more. Feet parallel, squat, touch your knees. 4. Press through the floor to come up. 1 more. Left leg, step out for 4. Together. 3, push against the floor. 2, feet parallel, squat here. 4, press. 3, once more. Left leg steps out. 4, together. 3, together. 2, feet parallel, squat here. 4, up. 3, last set. Left leg steps out in 4, together. 3, make sure you're breathing. Feet parallel, squat, breathing in and out. 2 more. Hold it at the top, hold it. Try to lift your heels. Hold here. Extend through your fingertips. Try to find your chair, squat here. Breathing in and out. Lower your heels, wiggle your toes. Palms together. Press down, squats here. Let's learn our next bit. Alrighty. Remember, you can always come back here in this squat. Otherwise, squat and hold. Left leg goes back. Together. And press down to come up. That's your move. Let's try it the other way. So squat, right leg back. Feet parallel, push down to come up. Slightly faster from here. So squat, reach back. Together, up. Squat, reach. Maybe you touch the floor. You don't have to. It's an option. If you're touching the floor, maybe your right arm reaches up, center, up together. So down, reach, together, up. Easy enough. So remember, you can work right here. You can even add the arm reach. So sink, reach. Again, we'll go 1 more time each side. Any level, sink, reach. 1 more. Just the squat. Keep that in your head. 2 more here. Here we go. You're gonna bring your arms up, cross, up. So your elbows bend here. Maybe your heels lift up, lift, lift. Easy enough. Maybe that lift becomes a jump. Lift, cross, lift, cross, lift, cross. Just the squat here. That's the second part. 2 more squats here. Here we go, left leg goes back. So you sink, reach, together, up. 1 more each side. 1 more here. Then we do those jumps in the middle. Here we go. So 4, cross. 3, 2, palms together, squats here. So that's our pattern. We're gonna break down in 2s. Hands down, left leg goes back here. Other way. Then center, heels up or jump, 4, 3, 2, and left leg goes back. Hands down. 1, reach. 1 more. Center, heels up or jump, 4, 3, 2. Now just the one side, hands down, reach. Back, heels up in the middle here. 1 more. Right leg goes back. Hands down. reach, center, jump or not. Left leg goes back, hands down. Reach, jump here or heel lift. One more. Right leg goes back. Sink or not. Heel lift or jump. Up. Left leg goes back. Heel lift or jump here. Right leg goes back. Last time. Sink, reach, heel lift or jump. Palms together, squat and hold. Reach your fingertips behind you to where the wall meets the floor. Can you wiggle your toes? Let your heart rate settle. Shift your weight forward. Try to lift your heels up. Breathe here. Whew. Make a fist, extend. Make a fist, extend. Let's do that. 4, extend. 3, 2, hold your hands in a fist. Lower your heels, wiggle your toes. Come up, squats here. Whew. Who's sweaty? Take a little step forward. You want to work behind you this next set. So you want to make sure you have enough room back. Alrighty. Make sure your weight's in the middle of your feet. Cross your forearms. Left leg steps back one time. Center, other way, to the right. This is your pattern. Most of you know this. When you're ready, you can sink your hips and sink, push against the floor. Sink, press, sink, press, sink, press. Maybe you pull back and cross. Pull back, cross, pull back, cross, pull back, cross, pull. Maybe you touch your knees. So pull to your knees. So it's down, up, down, up. Breathing in and out. Pull, sink, pull. If you're here and you want a little more, sink far enough to touch the floor. Sink. So your hips sink. So it's not a fold, it's a hip sink here. Sink, booty down. 4, 3. We're gonna keep it going, but not all the way to the floor. So here to here. Breathing in and out. 4 more like this for 4, 3, 2. If you're ready, come back to the floor. Sink, tap, sink, tap. 4 to go of any level. 4, 3, 2. Hold any squat chair. Hold. Let your heart rate settle. Can you wiggle your toes? Breathing in and out. Try to bring your palms behind you so they're facing each other. Reach your fingertips to where the wall meets the floor behind you. Come up, palms together, and squat. Squeeze. Let your heart rate settle. Keep your squat, but feet wide, toes towards me. Feel like my tights are falling down. Alrighty. This is gonna be a few moves that you know, but we're gonna link them together. So the first one is your wide squat with your toes towards me, tailbone goes back. You push down through your feet to come up without locking your knees. Then you reach down, pull up. Easy enough. So it's 4, push down, 3, push down, 2 at the top, hold it here. Toes to the corners, hips under your shoulders, sink down, push against the floor to come up, palms together, then come out, up. Easy enough. So we did the wide squat with a reach and pull, then we're turning out, sinking down and up. Let's take 3 pulses down. So 3, 2, 1, together and out. Maybe you bring the other leg in this time, so you can work there, or you can push down to get both feet off the floor. 2 more of any level. 2, 3, once more. 3, 2, just the hip sink here. All right, so those are the 3 things we're gonna put together. Toes towards me. Let's just squat, let's talk through it. 4 of these with a reach and pull. 4 turned out with the hips underneath your shoulders, with the arms going out and in. Then 4 times with the 3 pulses and either together and out or jump together and out. You get through that, that's 12 things. 4 to recover, then we'll start it. So weight in the middle of your feet. All right, you ready? Here we go, reach down and pull up. So 4, up, 3, up, 2, toes turn out to the side, arms go out with you. Press. 2 more, and then triple pulse down. So 3, 2, 1, together and out. That can be a step instead of a jump. 2 more. So 3, 2, 1 more time. 3, 2, parallel, reach and pull. Up. 2 more. Now hold it up. Toes to the side. Sink, press, sink, press. And now 3 pulses down. So 3, 2, 1, together and out. That doesn't have to be a jump. 2 more. 3, 2, 1, together and out. 3, 2, feet parallel, wide, reach and pull. Press down, come up. 1 more. Toes turn out, sink down, up. 2 more. And then 3 pulses down. So 3, 2, 1, together or jump. 3, 2, 1, together and out. 3, 2, 1 more time. 3, 2, feet parallel, wide squat, reach. It's our last set. 1 more. Toes turn out, sink your hips. 4, press. 3, 1 more. Triple pulse down. 3, 2, 1, together and out. 3, 2, 1, 2 more to go. 3, 2, last one. 3, 2, just the hip sink. Toes stay turned out. Whew, heart rate's high. 1 more. Feet parallel under your hips. Recovery squat here. Let your heart rate settle. All right, we're gonna take a little step back. You're gonna use the space in front of you. 4 more to breathe. Sink, push down. 3. We're gonna start with our left leg. Just step forward once. Together and right. Easy enough. Arms come down. Together. Your back heel comes a little bit off the floor because this is gonna become a forward lunge. Push down to come up, sink, press, sink, easy enough. 4 more like that, so 4, press down to come up. 2 more. Now this time, left leg stays forward, hold here. Straighten both legs, hinge at your hips, come back to your lunge, and feet together, right side. Step forward lunge, straighten, hinge at the hip, come back to your lunge. Here we go, up tempo here. So lunge, straighten and hinge, lunge, together. Right, straighten and hinge, lunge, together. Option to reach up at the top. So lunge, forward, again. So it's a lunge, straighten and hinge, breathing in and out. So step, back heel stays off the floor. Step, reach, same thing. Step, hinge, try to straighten your legs here. Same thing. Sink, over, sink. 1 more each side. Step forward, last time. Palms together, squat right here. If you're far back like me, take a step forward. All right, we have a little more time to do a few more intervals. Shake it out. Just squat. You're gonna hop or pedal here. So hop or pedal, keeping 1 foot on the floor. Either way, step wide, hop, step wide, or pedal. Step, Cross your arms. You can cross them and pedal or cross them and hop. For 4, 3, 2, hold your wide position, palms together. We were here before, but now, knuckles together, thumbs on your chest. When you come up, try not to lock your knees. At the top, hold it, rotate to your right. So right, right. Don't worry about left. You're not trying to get left at all, just right, right. You only come back as far as the center, thumbs stay glued to your chest. When you're ready, left knee comes up on 2, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Maybe you touch your knee. Up. So you rotate, right, touch, right, touch. 1, 2. Oh, we're not touching it. There we go. There's your touch. Now, your touch is on 4, 2, 3, touch. Maybe you touch your ankle. Touch. Up. Remember, thumbs stay in the middle of your chest. 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, hop or pedal here. Hop, step out, pedal or hop. Sink if you're ready on the step out. 4, press. 3, sink down. 1 more, hold it here and squat. Squeeze. Let's set the other side up. Knuckles together, thumbs at your chest. You're gonna stay at your chest. 2 more like that. Hold it up, rotate to your left. So left, left. Hips stand to your shoulders. When you're ready, right knee comes up on 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Maybe touch your knee on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can work right here, or you can reach down for your ankle. As long as you have a rotation and your thumbs sink into your chest. Breathing in and out. Let's do 4 more. So 4, 3, 2, hop or pedal. Hop, step or pedal and step. Or hop, jump squat. Breathing all the way in and out. Let's do 4 more. So 4, 3, 2, hold your wide squat. Palms together, push down. 2 more. Feet underneath your hips. For 4, if you need to, take a step forward. We're gonna work behind us. Oh, I got very close to you guys. So you want room behind. Left leg steps back. For 4, 3, 2, right side for 4. So it's just a step together. 2 more. Now left leg, that step can become a lateral lunge by bending your back knee. 1 more. Right side, step back. Step forward, lateral lunge. Maybe your arms go with you. Left side for 4. So 4, press. 3, 2, right side for 4. 4, push off of your back leg. 2 more. Left side for 2. 1 more. Right side for 2. Now single, side to side, step, press. Step, press. Step, maybe you sink a little further into your lateral lunge. And that means your front fingertips can get closer to the floor. For 4, 3, 2, parallel squat right here. All right, one last interval to do, but it is long. Most of you know it. 2 more. Take your feet out wide, toes to the corners. So again, Make sure you're not gonna run into anything on the sides of you. Cross your forearms. Remember, you push down into the floor to come up. Maybe your arms go out to a V and then cross up over your head, out to a V. Sink, cross, out, same thing. Then maybe up tempo here, cross, open, maybe your heels come up, out, up, arms open. If you're lifting your heels, maybe you push down through that heel lift, get a little air. 2 more. Left arm swings right, so over, other way. You can work here, or you can lean over, get a little air with your back leg. Center, jump or not. So you can be here, maybe a heel lift, maybe a jump. Left arm swings right. 4, or without that leg lift. 1 more. Center, jump or not. 4, maybe it's here. It's hot outside. Left arm swings right. 4, or here. Again. Center, jump or not. 4, 3, 2. Now over to your right. Try to hold your balance. Flex your back foot. Maybe take your arms out in front next to your ears. Then fingertips to the floor. Back leg finds the floor. Bend both knees for 2. Straighten them for 2. This can be your move, or you can bring your back leg in and extend it anywhere behind you. In for 2. Singles if you're ready. In, extend, bend, extend. 4 more to go. So 4, press. 3, 2, hold your last position, flex and pulse. So if your leg is closer to the floor, work there. 4, 3, 2, hold, step back. Find any plank. If you're on your knees, your next progression is up. If you're up, you can step out, out, and in, or faster there, out, in, or make it a jumping jack for 8, 7, in 4, 3, 2, hold your plank, tailbone lifts up, walk your feet up, unroll, at the top, hop or pedal. What? I know that was a lot, and it was fast. 4, 3, feet wide, palms together, sink. I'm gonna grab a little towel. It's my fancy tie-dye towel. I'm so sweaty, I can't see you. Alrighty, you know we have to do on the other side. So cross your forearms. Let your heart rate settle. Arms out to a V. Here we go, slow motion cross. Over. Once more slowly, sink. Up. Up tempo here. Cross. Open. Cross. Open. Maybe you lift your heels. Maybe you jump. 4, oh, it's slippery. 2. 1 more. Right arm swings left. So here. Or you lean over and get some air. 4 more from there, any level. 4, 3, 2, center, jump or not. So here, maybe heel lift, maybe a jump. Right arm swings left here. So over, maybe without the lean. 1 more, center, jump or not. Here, or with a jump, or in between. Right arm swings left. 4. Almost fell over. 2. Center, jump or not. 4. 3. Last one. Now over to your left. Try to find warrior 3. I'm wobbly. Flex your back foot. Maybe your arms come around front. Ooh, by your ears. Either way, fingertips to the floor. Back foot on the floor. Both knees bend. 1, 2. That's your move. So both knees bend. Or maybe this leg comes in for 2 and extends. It should be, it's your front leg that is closer to the screen. It's your back leg that is behind you. Singles if you're ready. Bend, extend, bend. Try not to push against the floor with your hands, but keep that press in your foot. Press down to come up. 2 more. And hold at the top. Flex and pulse. If your leg is low, work low. Final 4, 3, 2, and step back and find any plank. Any plank will do. If you're on your knees, your next progression is here. If you're here, step out and in. Maybe up tempo, out and in, or maybe a jumping jack. Either way, hands underneath your shoulders, belly button pulls in. And hold your plank, tailbone lifts up, walk your feet up, unroll, and hop or pedal out, hop and step, hop, step out, or pedal, step, 4 more up, any level 4, 3, 2, hold your squat, round your back, for 2, release, again, round up for 2, release, 2 more, round up for 2, release, last time, come all the way up. Whew. Grab some water, or whatever you're drinking, grab your towel, the heart rate, whew, up high, sweat it all over. All right, I'm gonna turn to the side. We're not using any equipment. I'm only turning to the side so that when I cue front and back, that the front is facing the screen, or the limb closest to the screen, back is the one that's away. Whew. All right. And just so you know, that, right here on me. But we do all those intervals, our heart rate, because when you do interval training like that, it actually keeps you metabolizing fat more over the next 24 hours by doing that interval, recover. So that's how we do it. All right, sit up nice and tall, right on top of your booty bones, arms straight out, shoulders down and back. Let's curl down in 1, 2, and back up to straight. Oops, curl down, let's find our music. Curl back up, squeeze underneath your armpits, curl down here. So 1, 2, that was my fault. Curl down, 1, 2, now if you're ready, take your front arm, reach back, behind you, and right back up, back arm. 1, 2, when you're ready, that reach behind you can become a big circle. This is why we didn't use the towel or the dumbbells, because I wanted to do this circle. So curl, reach, up, again, curl, reach. So you still squeeze under your armpits to keep your lats engaged. 1 more each direction. So curl, reach, up, once more. And then palms together, curl back, curl. Lift your fingertips. So you're just going up on a diagonal to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. Try not to let your shoulders come up. So curl, reach. Twice more, curl, reach. Again, this time hold your curl, hold here, maybe extend your right leg, set it down, try to get your back leg, extend up. So you're trying to get on the same angle as your arms, still squeezing underneath your armpits to keep your lats engaged. Hold here, knuckles together, thumbs on your chest, front knee up, set it down. Edie, are you dying of sweat? I have my air conditioning going, still boiling here. And maybe you rotate towards your knee. Up, again, rotate. Double pulse on the rotation, up, pulse, up, pulse, up. Whew. 4 more just like that. So 4, pulse, 3, 2, forward fold, round your back. Knees can be straight or bent. Release your low back, actively separate your shoulder blades, chin to your chest. Inhale. On your exhale, flex both feet. Try to bring your eyes up first, shoulders, and then your body. At the top, tuck your hips. I know I'm boiling. I'm gonna scooch forward. Tuck your hips. Fingertips will help you roll down. When you're all the way down, bring your knees into your chest. Rock your knees side to side. Woo. Nice little windmill stretch to stretch out your low back, top of your glutes. I'm gonna take my extension at the top like I always do. Breathing all the way in and out. Come back to the center. All right, hands inside of your hips. Shoulders pressing into the floor. Untuck your hips till your belly button's level to your pelvic bone. 90 degrees at the hip and the knee. Calves are parallel to the floor. Legs to your dumbbells. Front leg, toes dip to the floor. Back up, back leg. So you're not moving at your knee, it's only at your hip. So you move at the hip joint. And up, move from the hip. Keep your knee at a 90-degree angle. Maybe you do both legs together. 1, 2. So you're not necessarily gonna touch the floor. You're just resisting the weight of your legs by holding your core neutral. You don't wanna get any pain in your low back. So if you just feel like it's a muscle working, like muscle fatigue, you're in the right place. If you're getting a sharp pain, that's the wrong thing. So if you're getting a sharp pain, you might want to sit this one out. One more. And hold your chair pose. Arms out to the side, palms up. Don't take anything yet. 90 degrees, these to your dumbbells. Rotate your legs towards me and back to the center, away from me, over for 2 and center. So you exhale as you rotate. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, rotate and resist the weight of your legs. So your core engages to resist, then it pulls your legs back. Resist with your core. Use your core to pull it back. Exhale, rotate, resist, inhale. Other way. Exhale, resist, inhale. Again, exhale over for 2. Inhale. Again, exhale over for 2. Once more each side. Exhale, rotate, resist, inhale. One more. Exhale, resist, hold at center, knees to the chest. All right, fingertips behind your ears. We're gonna untuck our hips, get them level. The same setup we just did. 90 degrees at the hip and the knee. Extend your back leg out to the wall in front of you. Squeeze underneath your back armpit, peel your back shoulder off the floor. Keep your front knee at 90 degrees. Let your back elbow fall away so it's not going to wrap around. It's going to be back here. 4 counts to change sides. 2, 3, you're there on 4, change 4. 3, now 2 counts to get there, so 1, 2. So remember, your incoming leg stops at 90 degrees. Your opposite shoulder blade peels off the floor without pulling on your head. Single counts here. So reach up to peel up. Reach is probably the wrong word. Peel up. Double pulse at the top. 1, 2, kind of stops your momentum. Pulse. 2, singles to finish. Let's do 8, 7, 6. Breathing in and out. 3, 2, release, knees to the chest. Oh, that should feel good. Pull them all the way in. Give a little rock. Hold at center. Wrap your arms around your knees. Inhale. On your exhale, squeeze under your armpits. Roll your shoulders off the floor. And release. Set your front foot on the floor. Extend your back leg up until you feel the stretch behind it. Front leg can stay where it is, or you can walk it out to find your point of resistance. Flex to your back foot, bend the knee to the chest, send the heel up. Again, so it's flex. Bend, drive it up. Once more, flex. Bend this time, hold it up. Take your back arm anywhere on the inside of your back leg and push the leg to the side only far enough to feel the stretch on the inside of this leg. but keep your front hip on the floor. Try to flex both feet. Push your heels out to the walls. And then bend your back knee to the center. Back arm reaches out to the side. Front arm across your knee. And take your knee over towards your screen, reaching out with your back fingertips. Breathing all the way in and out. Come back to the center. Change sides. Front knee comes in, back foot on the floor, extend your front leg up until you feel the stretch behind it. Maybe your back leg walks out somewhere out to the floor. Flex and bend the knee to the chest. Send the heel up. Again, so flex. Bend, drive it up. Again, flex and bend. Sometimes we don't breathe here, so remind me to breathe. Hold your leg up. Take your front arm anywhere on the inside of your front leg and open out to the side until you feel the stretch on the inside of your front leg. Back hip presses into the floor. Then flex both feet, pushing your heels out to the walls. And then bend your front knee into the center. Front arm goes out towards me. Back arm reaches across your knee. And your knee goes away from your screen, reaching out with your front fingertips. And then come back to the center. Both feet on the floor. Flip over onto your stomach. Before we do our quad stretch, I want you to come to your forearms. And then take your knees out to the sides. And then try to drop the soles of your feet together. Ooh. And now push your elbows into the floor to lift you up, just like you'd be in a forearm plank. Try to keep your soles of your feet together, shoulders away from your ears. Just getting a little flexibility in the hip joint. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. 4 more counts right here. So 4 and 3 and 2. Feel this in your hips. Now lower down, take your knees back to parallel. Extend your arms and legs all the way out. Bring your front arm around. Grab where your shoelaces would be. Heel to the hip. Hip to the floor, opening up your quadriceps. Knee going straight up from your hip. Anytime you do this stretch standing up, this is the same sort of form you want with your knees straight down from your hip. And release. And back arm around. Grab where your shoelaces would be. Pull your heel to your hip. Press your hip to the floor. Try to keep everything lined up. And then, if you can, keep it here. Bring your front arm back around. Try to grab both feet. If you're not quite here, try grabbing your heels or your pants. If you're already here, push your feet into your hands. Try to lift your knees. And then try to lift your shoulders up. Breathing all the way in and out. And then release. Hands to the side of your chest. Press your chest up. Take your hips back to your heels. Child pose here. Pressing your chest through your shoulders. You'll round up to a tabletop. Hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. And round your back. Chin to your chest. Press down, lift your knees up. And walk your feet up towards your hands. Forward fold. Lift your tailbone up. Let your head hang as you unroll. When you're all the way up. This crazy sweaty class is done. I am going to do an after party today, but it's going to be quick. It's going to be upper body with 5-pound dumbbells or more if you like. But it's going to be quick because I got to get back to that virtual fitness conference. So I'll either see you in 5 minutes or check my Instagram. I will post my schedule for next week. Tomorrow afternoon. So I'll either see you in 5 minutes or I'll see you Sunday or next week. Thanks, you guys.